good? What's cracking? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Queendomme where we talk about sex, life, love, everything in between with a heavy focus on BDSM and about our community. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Happy Taco Tuesday, Taco Titty Tequila Tuesday. If you buy a girl some tacos and tequila, tell her she pretty. She just like maybe, possibly, with consent, show you her titties. Uh, So today's episode is going to be about superficial connections. Superficial connections, communication, all that good shit. Right? That good shit, that good job. If y'all enjoyed last week's show, then you're gonna enjoy this show too because I got the beautiful Kate Simone here with me again. And Midas. We gonna run this motherfucker back since Kate said and then how you gonna end on that and we can keep talking.
Sure.
She had a point.
I mean, fair.
Thank you.
Fair. So I can't remember verbatim what I said, but basically, I was just hitting at how people are very superficial in how they want to connect with you. They want to do things very surface level. It's trying to build a genuine, true connection with somebody, like before you move to some type of like deep commitment is such a like people be rushing too much for me. And my nerves get bad, baby. I am skittish, okay? You start moving way too fast for me, baby. I start looking like something going on. Something happen, what's going on, I need to run. You know what I mean? She's a runner, she's a track star. I will get the fuck out of Dodge. I ain't listen. I will go so fast. I'm like, this is too much. I can't. So much. But it makes me think about, and so I'll use this as an example for us to kind of roll with. Not too long ago, K Simone and I were on live on TikTok. And somebody was talking their shit in the comments. And then I think I gave them 3 minutes to hop in the box and talk their shit. Because every now and then I let people run them up. You know what I mean? And Kay was like, you should go ahead and just friend him back and see what he got to say. I don't want to. Kay was like, stop, just do it, just stop being mean. Girl, fine. So I followed the gentleman back. Cause I mean it wasn't that he was like it wasn't necessarily anything that was just red flag off bat about him. But you know how you just get a vibe sometimes. You just be like, this would make my ass itch. It made my ass itch. It did. Because the conversation was something like this. He said, hey. I said, hey, what's poppin'? He was like, I think at most, he was like, I'm trying to see what's up with you. I'm like, all right, like, what you want to know?
Oh, Lord, that's the worst thing to say.
This nigga sent me a gift that said, talk to me.
He did. And did.
And because I sent her a screenshot. I goddamn. Matter of fact, it might I'll send you the screenshot later.
And he did.
Because when I tell you, my nerves will pluck. Because it's like, you say you want to get to know me. All right, cool. What you want to get to know? You know what I'm saying? And that's what else I was saying. Is that it's like communication is a dead art.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know how to talk to each other, hold basic, simple conversations. Like, I'm not looking for you to hold a scholarly conversation as if you graduated from Harvard or Yale or some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but baby, I need you to be able to talk to me. Now, granted, on a regular basis, I listen. AAVE is what your girl talk. But now, when I need to, baby, we can clean it up. We can go ahead and be very proper and all the good things. But any other time, you know. But if I can't hold a conversation, if, like nothing that is coming out of your mouth or that you are typing between your fingers on this screen in which we are communicating on interests me to the point where I want to keep like I want to start asking you questions and stuff like that. That ain't my fault. That is not my fault. And come on, Green. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, Did he really send that gift?
He
Like that?
did.
I'm still
Don't
on
worry
it.
about it.
He
I'm
did.
gonna send it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go find the screenshot and send it to you. Because when I tell you, yes, yes, he did.
Because talk to me in a gift after
Mm-hmm.
you didn't badgered me from my to communicate with you
That
is
part,
Mm-hmm.
insane. Insane.
That's insane work right there.
baby, crazy. You hear me? Absurd. The
Mental ill.
absurdity of it all.
Because here's the thing that we talked about this before. At the end of the day, if I didn't come for you, I'm not about to be putting in these extra efforts and running these extra miles. First of all, as my good sister say, I'm a plush pal. I ain't running too much and chasing after shit. No way.
You
Okay?
know,
Okay? But if you came to me saying you wanted to get to know me and you want to talk to me, then baby, guess what? It's right now about a 95.5. I'm not about to say shit. You wanted me. I didn't want you. I'm in this conversation to see if it's something that I want to engage in. And
right?
that's what people don't understand and they get their feelings hurt about because at the end of the day, I'm giving you the opportunity you asked for. That sounds like some asshole shit. Yeah, it do. But at the end of the day, that's what a TI is. Because you asked me, I didn't ask you. I was fine over here minding my own business, not ease. You wanted to come for me.
Okay.
But you said that sounds like some asshole shit, and it doesn't. And it doesn't because like this is the facts of life. I feel like people be asking for shit that they not ready for.
Exactly.
And that they are not equipped.
I.e. me. Sorry.
Like you over here asking to communicate with me and you don't have good communication skills. I don't know what type of person that you used to talking to where you can send a gift talking about some talk to me and then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, my name is Midas, I'm a cancer, I'm from St. Louis, I got
Uh-oh.
five like what is blocked.
Child.
I agree.
I just sent it to you. So if you need to slide off for a second to go look at it, you can.
That
I'm gonna
just
have to.
that gives me the question of because like I said, I don't really be in I don't be in people's face like that. I engage with who I want to engage with, but I want to know what's the norm out here right now that people just comfortably look at you and want to waste your time or look at you and be like you looking for me to say something more different than you thought that I was the what from what I said. Like
That
he
part,
said,
cause
did you expect for me to come in the DM like, hi, my name is Irene. I'm a Taurus. I was born on da 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 da. My favorite color is purple. And blah 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 blah. First of all, if you done followed her long enough, you ought to know that she's not that type of woman. Like
that part.
you about to be in this DM talking to yourself and hurt your own feelings. Is what you
Wait,
about to do.
it's the way Mike closed up his room when he came back.
Because I'm disgusted. Like
Audacity.
Right. Cause you thought I was playing. Dead ass.
I really
Dead
did try.
girl. Mine was blown. You hear me?
I
Like I
tried.
had to send it to Kay and say, you see this shit?
Audacity at the all-time high.
And here's the thing, it's and on the one hand, I know it can suck because I've had so many interactions like this. Other people be child, they gotta fight for their life. You
Hmm.
feel me? For me to be like, all right, cool, what's up? What's popping? What you talking about? Because not only have I dealt with this, okay, cool. Chop it up with somebody for a minute. They seemed like now, mind you, this person was younger. I typically don't date younger because every time I try, baby, when I say they make my ass itch, it irks my spirit. Yes. Sorry. Sorry. That was really aggressive. My bad. I have never had a decent experience with anybody who was younger than me.
Mm.
Outside of somebody I was just probably like we were just, linking. We weren't really trying to build our relationship. And we just
Hmm.
linking, then hey, cool, whatever, you serve your purpose, take on about your business. I ain't got time for the rest of it. But this particular person finally get to the point where we talking on the phone. And now you got an attitude and you feel some type of way and you trying to change who I am. Talking about some you gotta talk to me like you a nigga.
Oh,
All because they gave me a compliment. They gave me a compliment and I say appreciate it. They was like, you can say thank you. I
what
said,
was you supposed to? What was you supposed to say?
they said I should have said thank you. It would have been more ladylike. Bitch, I ain't a lady.
Again, does this sad person follow you for
Mm-hmm.
more than 2 days?
Mm. Now that's the question. Now that's the other thing because I don't never know how long these people be following me. It's just all of a sudden somebody decided to be bold enough to say some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever the case will be.
I don't get it.
But I let me like I could sit here and tell y'all some shit because I if I was the type of person that would do these like have people do these dating series and they post screenshots of all the shit that they have to deal with, y'all would be like, Irene. I'm like, this is why y'all think I be over here. Just leave me alone at
That's
this
why my
point.
DMs stay locked.
Mine
It's
are too. And then all of a sudden I get why first off, to social media people out there, if anybody ever comes across that builds these platforms, if I have my DMs out, guess what? That means I don't even want the fucking request folder. Okay?
my request ain't on when my DMs is completely off. It'll literally show you that this person's whatever does not allow you to send them a message.
Mine is supposed to do the same thing.
Friends or not, you can't send me shit. That's why they go to Instagram and be sitting there arguing by themselves in the request area. Cause no
Oh,
ma'am.
I blocked somebody this day on Instagram. You wanna know why? Because they've been over there in their request folder trying to call me.
Sorry.
What this smell good? You are in the request. I have never replied
First
to
of
any
all.
of the 50 million messages you have sent me over God knows how long you've been sitting over here.
Mm-mm.
And you got the
Wow.
audacity to try and call, and not once, but twice.
Wow.
Oh, who told you to call me
I
on
told
Instagram,
y'all audacity is at an all-time high. It really is.
bitch? Baby, and it's like, well, another, child, y'all gonna have me on the whole fucking rant about this shit today. Because, and Kay know, because Kay has heard the rant. Because when I tell
Every
it,
day.
I'm sorry.
Every day.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it together. But listen, it blow me for real because another thing I cannot stand is a WYD person.
Oh God. Oh
Because
God, today.
like I understand as you're getting to know a person, you may be like, hey, what you got going on today, da 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 da, whatever. But if you ask me what I'm doing every day and I'm telling you the same shit, because my shit pretty routine. It ain't too often I'm doing some shit out the way. You know what I mean? Um, so, but the other thing that kills me is like you ask me what I'm doing, but are you finna change it? You finna tell me to get dressed and meet you somewhere? Like what the fuck?
Exactly.
Why? What's the point of what I'm doing? Because either one or two things is gonna happen. Either you just finna ask me some other lame ass question in this text message that ain't finna go nowhere, and then I won't hear from you until I don't know tomorrow, a few days later, whatever the fuck. You finna tell me to get up and meet you somewhere, or you finna call me? And bitch, if you finna call me, just fucking call me. That's if you got the capabilities of calling me, because there's also that. Because I don't be giving out my phone number,
No
baby. You
man,
will
no
stay
sir.
on social media
No ham, no
forever,
burger.
fuck around with me sometimes. 'Cause I need you motherfuckers to be limited. Sorry.
But that's true though. I don't believe in giving my number out that fast. And if I do, it's steps to it. So first you may get this Google number. And
Mhm.
evidently that offends people because they be like, oh, this is it a this a what was it called back then? A
Sit
text now
down.
number or a Google number. I said, when you text me, did I text you back? When the phone rang, did I answer? So what difference does it make if it's my real number, text now, whatever? Because I always tell people this: until you get into a comfortable space with a person, I don't give my phone number out because number one, a person can find your address from your phone number for $1, and people don't realize that. Like, and everybody in the world ain't used they benefits for behavioral health yet. So I'm not about to play Russian roulette with nobody else's life because they done showed up at my door. And now I got to go get that thing out the safe because I
You,
don't feel safe.
hello.
So yeah.
Cause baby, if y'all ever get a chance to ask Nate, when she was down in my apartment and when I was still living in Orlando, and the knock came at my door that was unexpected, you better ask her how I answered that damn door.
Exactly.
Baby, because who ain't nobody called and told me they was on their way. So who knocking at my door? Why are you here?
And baby, I live in the stick. So if you talking about you was just in the neighborhood, you lying.
That's
You lying.
and that's my favorite part about where I stay at now, baby. You weren't in my neighborhood. I guarantee you weren't just out here.
Exactly.
Mm-mm. That's another reason why I just don't like it. I don't even be telling people where I stay at. I stay in Alabama, the whole state. Yep. I stay in the whole goddamn state.
When they used to be in my DMs asking me that, I just say Earth. Cause what after I tell you where I live at, then what? What happens next?
Nothing.
Exactly.
You wanna know why? Because your pull up game weak, just like your pull out game is. Just wondering.
Damn.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, you know, it's just gonna hit you with oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, really? Okay.
My bad. See, this is another reason why letting me loose on TikTok be a gamble. And some days I don't know how I still have my page because I know I be pushing it sometimes. But but and I don't know, like and Mike, how long have you been single?
3 years now.
Yeah, it's 4.5. 4.5 for me, yeah.
It might be. It might be. So I don't know. I ain't keeping track no more. But I think so.
Baby, I can tell you the day I became single, June 25th, 2020. God damn it, I don't think I'll ever forget that goddamn date. It was 4 days before that nigga birthday too. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
Unless that nigga was broke down couch, no TV, no bed. Sorry. Anyway. Oh yeah, no, I cleaned them. Everything that was broke down, I left in that bitch. Sure did.
I don't blame you. I don't even blame you.
How long you been single, guys?
You know.
I
I don't know how to answer that question.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
mean, in an exclusive committed relationship, probably.
Yeah, let's put it that way.
I would say about 3 years.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, and this is what me and my friend was talking about this earlier. The difference between being single but being lonely. Because a lot of people out here lonely as fuck. I'm just single because that's the title that I carry. But am I lonely? Hell to the mother, there's a difference. Like I don't think people understand that part a little bit too much. Like people talk, oh, you gonna be single? Okay, what's wrong with that? Because what you want me to do?
Did nobody say my back wasn't getting cracked?
So it goes even when we was in your live the few this morning. I think that was dude was like, I just want anybody, pretty much.
Yeah.
This dude was pretty much like he just want anybody breathing at this point.
Yeah, he said, I just need them to be loyal.
Like? Does she need to know how to cook?
Did not care.
Like I'm rambling off all this stuff. He's like, oh, it don't matter. Oh, it don't matter. Anything.
He was like, I can do all that. He said, I can do all that. I can do all that. She just need to be loyal and honest. I was like, bro, you ain't got no standards. And then had the audacity to be like, well, I like Irene. No, you don't. You don't like me.
You 1,000,000% don't like Irene, baby. Why would you just lie unprovoked like that?
No, you don't.
He better be lucky that I was not in there. I would have dropped him. No lie, I promise you, I would.
He wasn't even in the box. He was in the box.
He was like I don't even know who he was, if he was a random or not. But I'm like,
yeah, no, he was a random. I don't know what the fuck that nigga came from. I ain't never seen him.
You don't know what you like. Anything is okay. So I'm like, at this point, even the comments was like, you just want anybody in a body at this point. You just want anything. You just want a companion at this point. It's like, nah. I don't ever want to just be with somebody just to be with somebody.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's great. And I told the dude, I told him, I was like, bro, that's a dangerous game to play. You know what I'm saying? To say that you pretty much will take anybody. So you'll just to say you got somebody, you'll deal with being in an abusive relationship of some sort. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you have to have some level of standards. But then also it makes me worried because if you ain't got no standards for who you have around you, I don't know how you treat yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause baby, I'm picky about anybody that step in my face at this point in my life, whether it's a friend, family, nigga. Because
Yeah.
okay, when I
That's
say
crazy.
and I mean, we were joking a little bit, but like at some point we was like dead ass. Cause Kate went down a list of stuff. She was like, "Do you like them Asian? Do you like them Puerto Rican?" She said, "You like them big? You like them tall? You like them short? You like them wide?" She said, "You want them to be different colors? Like, what do you like?" And little baby was like, "I don't care. I don't care." Now, and when she started going like, "Do she need to be able to cook, clean, da da da?" I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Sir, get a blow up doll.
Go to
And
therapy.
that too. That too. Cause I was just like, yo, this is crazy.
That is insane. And not to, I don't want to segue too much from what we're talking about, but
Hmm.
I literally just recorded a video last night reading men down because it was a podcast and the man was like the only thing that he can get out of a woman is nasty sex. And
Mm.
one of the women that was there, she was like, "You're not about to sit here and tell me that that's all that you can get." And then he started foaming at the mouth, like, "How do you know what men want? How do you know what men can get out of a relationship?" And so then when he calmed down and he started telling his story, he was like, "As a man, you are taught to be a provider and make all this money. I got to do this and I got to do that to afford the ring. So pretty much all that I can get out of, only thing that a woman can offer me is nasty sex." And in my video, I
Mm.
said, if that's all you feel like that you can get out of a partner, is that's because that's all that you desire out of a
Mm.
partner, and that's all that you have required for your partner to show you. And I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why would you go out and seek and find somebody that are not meeting your standards, that only can offer you sex? If
Right.
you have, if let's say if you have a list of things that you would want your partners to be, why wouldn't you go and seek that? Why would you just go and seek somebody that's, oh, I know how to, put
You
the,
wanna know? I can tell you why. Cause
Mm.
you fuck around and you start requiring certain things of somebody, right? They're gonna look at you and require some of those same things back. If you want somebody who's supportive, who's loving, who's caring, who's patient, who's kind, who will listen to you, who will comfort you, you know what I'm saying? Who somebody who can add genuine value to your life.
right,
Right.
That's a give and take in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just sit up here and want somebody to be able to pour into me all this like 100, just keep pouring into me, and I don't give that back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at some point that person is going to be drained and depleted and they're going to get tired of it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
And so and so if a dude be like, all I require is some nasty sex, then that means you gonna do the bare minimum in your relationship.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because then what else is required of you? You gonna pay the bills because they gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying? You gonna work, especially with a mindset like that. They gonna do those things because they feel like that's all that they are capable of doing in a relationship. And I get it because society has done men, especially black men, a huge disservice in what their
True.
value truly is
hmm
in this world. You know what I'm saying? And it
I
sucks
agree.
because it's like you're way more than a paycheck. You're
Mm.
way more than standing between me and danger. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
even when
true.
I think about that, it's like, yes, I want a man that's a provider and a protector, but providing for me doesn't have to be monetary. Protecting
Mm.
me doesn't always have to be physical. Especially because I'm the type of chick, I'm never gonna put my man in a situation where he has to defend or protect me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because there's some bitches out here they get off into some shit and they do that shit for fun because they like seeing their man in that type of position. Don't get me wrong. I think it's real sexy when my man want to stand up and protect me and everything. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But I would never, especially in today's time, the way motherfuckers is ignorant out here,
Hmm.
I would never put my dude in that type of position. Now, for the most part, if now I like turning my brain off. If he him and I can turn my brain off, amen. But One thing about it, two things to show your girl still got her head on the swivel. Because what you ain't gonna do is run up and sneak mine. Cause
Mhm.
now I gotta whip your ass. Cause I'm mad. Cause you probably done fucked up some shit I was trying to do tonight. Cause now he hurt. Now he can't. You know what
So now
I'm
I got to show you how my daddy's son.
saying? Right. Okay. Now I gotta show
Really
you.
good aim. Listen, what if I ain't gonna fight no? I ain't gonna fight a nigga, but I show pow
Put
pow.
I put some steel in your chest, then you okay?
Peace be still
Mm-mm.
in the
Okay.
chest.
And the piece about the conversation that I feel like one thing that I always see women do in these conversations is they always give men grace. I
Mm.
don't. I don't. I 1,000,000% do not. And the reason why I don't is because it's not like these things are not things that they haven't heard, and it's not something that like it's just like this foreign concept. Women have been saying this for quite some time now.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of what I said in the video, and I was like, niggas have made social norms for themselves for years, and now that they are realizing that it no longer benefits them, now
Mm-hmm.
it's like always this pointing of the finger. And you don't have to point the finger. You can just simply say, hey, I've been dealing in this way, and that's not beneficial to me. So let me start dealing in this.
Right.
And that's okay, and that's cool, but that's never how it is. It's always, oh yeah, I can't do this and I can't do that. And it's just like, dude, we all grown. We all are responsible for our
Mm-hmm.
lives. If you are lacking something in your life,
Mm-hmm.
you can go get it. And you know that
You
you
can. You
you
really can.
like that was the point of my video. Like, okay, you feeling like society has placed these things on you, unlearn that.
Right.
Unlearn that you don't have to just be a bank account and a bodyguard. Unlearn that like all you can get from a woman is sex.
True.
Because there are women who are 1,000,000% offering more. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't keep on saying this, and we can't keep on being like, "Oh, go to therapy. It's okay to express your emotions." Like, come on, this is shit that niggas have heard. They heard.
And you know what? It sucks because you are right. I think women as a whole, black women as a whole, because I'm not gonna speak for another race, but black women as a whole, I feel like we've done so much carrying the load of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when it comes to like our generation is that turning point of there has to be another way to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then your generation might,
What? What?
yeah, might sorry, wait, I could.
Cause you did that to me and somebody else before too in the last talking about our generation.
Well, I'm closer to. Sorry, you on this side. I'm closer to you than I am
Oh,
to
okay.
Midas. Yeah, no, Midas 29.
Mhm.
Yeah, Midas is
Really?
29. Yeah, that's why I
You
said.
wouldn't have
So,
guessed that. You come off
I
so mature and so
like he got some common sense,
Thank
demure.
but so like K and I's generation was I feel like it's the turning point of
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff. But then I feel like, and this wasn't to say it in shady way, but it made me laugh when I see.
you.
But when it comes to Midas generation, they have really taken the lead and are running
Yeah.
with the this shit ain't I'm not finna be who my father was, who my grandfather was, and this, that, and the fourth. You know what I'm saying? It's some that's still stuck that way.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, I feel like if people were honest with themselves, a lot of times people try to hold on to these antiquated values because when they tried something different, they got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so they feel like, well, if this worked for my granddaddy and them, if this worked for my daddy and them, then why not do this? But I got into a heated discussion with somebody one time about that because they were like, I'm just saying, women ain't like our grandmamas was and stuff like that. I was like, you can't say that. That was a different time. I said, what y'all don't take into account is depending on how old your mother is,
Right.
because my mother is in her 70s. She's been married to my daddy for 51 years. When they first got married, she couldn't have a credit card without him or her daddy. signing off on it. She couldn't have a bank account without a man signing off on it. In order for her to learn how to drive, a man had to sign off on it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
these women stayed married because it was out of survival. A lot of times, if y'all really go back and ask some of y'all grandmothers and aunts and stuff, they probably hated that nigga. Hence the reason a lot of them women knew. A lot of them women was black widows. Okay.
Mm. They did.
All right. Them times she was like,
Yeah.
"No, this is just this food just for your granddaddy. Don't you eat this."
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to make sure you ain't go
They
to the
always
upper
tell you don't be
room.
eating certain people's spaghetti. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They
All
tried to
right.
tell you.
Be careful saying that y'all want us to be like y'all grandmothers were. These grandmamas was cashing in on insurance policies because they were sick and tired of bullshit. Okay,
True.
listen, quiet as it's kept, especially because back in that time, autopsy like medicine wasn't what it is today. Baby, they was getting away with it,
Right.
literally. So it's just like you can't compare the two. We are in a generation where it wasn't until 19. I was born in 1985. It wasn't
Mhm.
until 1988 a woman could own a business on her own.
That's true. That's true.
It was illegal for a woman to own a business on her own up until 1988.
That is insane.
Insane. And took
Crazy.
over once we did. Ain't that crazy?
Baby, ran this shit into the ground. We said, "Oh, really? Where? Say this. Yeah, yeah. I can make my own money. Bet." And so, but so we are now in a generation where the typical, the basic term of somebody being a provider is not. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that has to happen for us now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because we can make our own money. We can be the breadwinner in the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting up here waiting on some man to be able to finance the lifestyle that I want. You know what I
So
mean?
so that stems the question, right? Because we were
Mhm.
talking about like, communication and this surface level, you know, attachment, agreement, whatever you want to call it. It's like, is that why maybe so many people are going into these conversations like tippy toeing and trying to not, it's like you almost playing like jump rope while you like when you first getting into them. It's like, because a lot of people, if you're not secure within yourself, you always in a place where you trying to figure out where you supposed to go and where your pocket is at, instead of you just going in and just being in the D. Like you was talking all this stuff in the live, you should have just came to the DM with that same energy. And I feel like, yeah, you may not know her in a confined space, but keep the energy that you thought that you needed to have that got you in this DM. So now
Right.
you in a
Network.
DM looking for somebody to appease you because you don't know how to converse with somebody.
But was talking cat. I mean, would not shut the fuck up in them comments
So
in
I'm
the
like,
goddamn live.
where is the disconnect coming from like you say back then to now? Like if you like the girl, you could just slide that little note that say, "Will you be my man? Yes or no?" And I'm like, okay, Stink, yeah. It's like, do we need to go back to doing that? Like,
Do you like me? Circle yes or no.
yeah. Do you like
Probably
me
gonna,
second? Yes or no?
it's
But it's
probably gonna
like
be a no.
we mentioned it at the beginning conversation when it comes to just simple shit. Like, I don't. That's the part I don't get. It's like we can't even get to first base. Like we can't even. We not even sliding in a little bit when it comes to that. It's like the communication break. Like it is crazy.
It
It's
is.
so bad.
And then you want to know something else that I know I've experienced that has irked my spirit. It's almost like a tit for tat situation, right? So I've done dating apps here and there. Typically, I give it like 30 days, 60 at most, and then my nerves get plucked and I get out. I
Hmm.
delete. I don't even I deactivate, delete everything. Just don't even show that I was on this bitch, please. So a couple of times I've met a couple of people in the conversation. uh ventured from the dating app to social media. And a lot of times I'm very weary of people that I meet
Mhm.
not on Instagram or TikTok or whatever getting to my Instagram or my TikTok or whatever, because I know the brand in which I built. I understand what
Mhm.
the brand I Irene the Fashion Queen is. You know what I'm saying? Um, is this brand a part of who I am? To a certain extent, but it's so much more to me than just my brand. You know what I
Right.
mean? But niggas never fail me. Because every time, and I give you a prime example, is this one guy, I think I had did Facebook dating this particular time.
Mm.
And we were chopping it up, and they was like, I would love to take you out on Friday night. Cool. What time and where you want me to meet you at? I'll let you know in the next day or two. Okay, cool. Well, the next day or two rolled around, and I get a message. So you like being spanked? Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
When you
Excuse
get a
me?
load up on mine, it's like,
Right.
Do,
So,
how do we?
so I'm gonna tell you how we got there,
she'll
right?
tell you. Oh, nosy tail.
So this somehow this nigga found his way over to my Instagram.
He was nosy.
Right. So he found his way to my Instagram, and I think I had forgot to take my link tree off my Facebook.
Mhm.
And I think that's how he got to my Instagram. Either way, he went to my Instagram, and this nigga went diving, okay, because he referenced a video of me getting flogged. Uh, and that video was taken 2022. Like, and this conversation had to been maybe last year sometime. So I can guarantee you, at the very minimum, this had been at least 8 months that this video was scrolling. You know what I mean? So you scrolled. You
That baby
scrolled on my
scrolling.
Instagram and you
He
went
scroll.
and you found this. Right. Baby, you was on that thing.
He sure was.
And he was like, well, I saw a video of you flop being, being spanked or whatever. I said that the correct term is flogging. And I said, that's a right that you have to earn. Baby, do you know that motherfucker never sent me a location or date, a time for that damn date? And you think I was finna, baby, I let that thing fly. I'm not finna stress myself out about that. And it's like, if you can't come into my life understanding that, A, Irene the Passion Queen is a brand, and that
Mm-hmm.
brand is built around sexual health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? So the way in which I operate in my brand is that doesn't mean that you got instant access to fucking me, spanking me, anything sexual with me
Right.
off top. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably one of the more frustrating things to deal with, especially meeting people off social media, because people be so hyper fixated on the brand that I've built. And it's like I've said it so many times. I'm like, y'all are infatuated with Irene the Fashion Queen. Y'all don't give a fuck about who
Mm-hmm.
Irene is.
Mhm.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
And that's like another. That's one of the most annoying things for me with dating in this era where social media is so prevalent. It at some point, if y'all connect one way or another, I don't care where, some way somehow, social media algorithms line up, and next thing you know, you done came across this person FYP, or they done came across yours, or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
case may be. Now, I mean, I do understand that social media is a great way to get some type of insight into a person, because typically people feel very free to do whatever and say whatever on social media,
That's true.
without expecting any type of ramifications for it. So, but yeah, it's stuff like that. It's like that's why one of my favorite things to ask a person when I'm getting to know somebody, is I tell them I'll give you 5 questions. Whatever the 5 questions are, I'll answer them honestly. And 9 times out of 10, at the very minimum, one of them questions is gonna be sexual. Depending on how sexual the question is, it lets me know where your mind is. Because don't get me wrong, we grown. It's not like I shy away from talking about sex. We know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but motherfuckers will tell on themselves real quick. Because they come up and they be like, nah, I really want to get to know you. And you know what I'm saying? I think you really dope. I could see a future with you. You see a future with me, but you don't know shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the funny, I don't put a lot of my life on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much about me that people have no motherfucking clue about. Every now and then I may say something, but if I do, it's typically if I'm live and I'm talking to like one of y'all or something like that. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's nothing. I don't put a ton of information about my real life on social media, and that's on purpose
Mm-hmm.
because ain't none of y'all fucking business. You know what I mean? So when somebody gets to the point where they're like, no, I really see a future. I think you'll be a great mother. This, especially with my content, baby. What part of my content told you I was gonna be a great mother? Don't get me wrong, I am.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's why I be like, who y'all think y'all be talking to? Who y'all think y'all gassing up? Like, I understand that there are some people that these words will
Mm-hmm.
put butterflies in their stomach.
Girl, and Will.
I just ain't one of them. And that's why I feel like everything is so superficial.
It is.
I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't know how to get past the surface level
Yeah.
of nothing. And then, do I want to say
You do.
Reframe it.
that? Not well. It's not. I feel like somebody head's gonna get big when I say this, but especially because I've been single this whole time on purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have been purposely single because one, I knew there were things that I needed to work on because I've been in three serious relationships and they ended horribly, like one worse than the last, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, don't get me wrong, these motherfuckers was assholes. I'm not taking anything away from it. But at the same time, I have to be honest with myself about what about me allowed certain things to happen. What about me,
Mm-hmm.
ignored red flags, ignored the warning signs, and all this other kind of stuff. Those are the things that I wanted to fix about myself. One, because I didn't want to have to repeat the same cycle over again. But also, I don't. If the man of my dreams was to pop up, baby, I don't want to bleed on this man out of cuts he didn't make. You
That's
know what I'm
it.
saying? So I've been very purposeful about this journey of my singleness, right? And unexpectedly, I have experienced some things that I'm like, yeah, nah, y'all motherfuckers, I'm not going back, bitch. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And I've experienced these things in with as Kay calls it, a beautiful bond with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm able to experience this with somebody who is not my man, I don't know what part of bare minimum you think I'm finna accept if
Hello?
you trying to be my man. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, not only that, is also because I have acquired a level of peace, self
Mm-hmm.
love, self respect that I did not have before.
Amen.
You is not coming over here and fucking up my shit.
Mm-mm.
Bitch, I will sit over here twiddle my thumbs by my goddamn self. I will grow a collection of toys. Bitch,
Hello?
if it got to the point that I needed to buy a fucking robot, bitch, I'll
Mm-hmm.
do that. Before I let somebody raggedy ass son stress
Elion
me the
got
fuck
them.
out
What's
of
his
me.
name? Elion. That mofo. He got them. He got them. He got them on deck for you.
Listen, I don't know if I want that one. Then that's
Listen, I don't want nothing in me that could cause me to get electrocuted.
look, a little
That
electric
is
shock
not
ain't
the
never hurt nobody.
listen. That is not the cover that I'm trying to have from no
Fair,
robot.
fair. It's not what I want. It definitely ain't what I want. But
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I refuse to go back to the shit that I dealt with. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So no, I'm not impressed because you came in here and you called me beautiful. Baby, I tell myself that every motherfucking day. And if I really want to hear it, all I need to do is send a picture or make a phone call. Okay? So and it's just like and and I know some people do this because they see me as a big girl. And they be like, oh, let me just shower her with compliments. Bitch, I'm fat, not ugly.
There's a difference.
Hello. Like the video I posted the other day, baby. This weight ain't stop shit, but maybe an outfit.
And
Cause they
it don't
still
really be stopping that.
it
It
don't
really
because I
don't.
where there's a will, there's a way. Cause bitch, if it's
Baby,
in my size,
let me. Mm-mm.
I
Every
will
every
finesse that motherfucker.
task that I wanted to perform, I can perform it quite nice.
Amen. And
Period.
they still eating rolls, toes, and booty holes over there.
Hello?
Okay,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Long as you know.
So yeah, yeah. So that's my rant. That's the shit I get annoyed with. There we go. I'm shut up so y'all can talk because I know I've been read. Because like
You
I said,
good.
I could make a when I say I could make a whole series about this shit, but I'm not. They
I think
niggas better be happy.
the thing that gets me is like if this approach that you have been using, sir or ma'am, and you've been single for quite a while now, this same little approach, this little same little tactic that you've been using on everybody ain't been working, you might need to switch that up a little bit. Cause I mean, just a little bit. Cause you coming in, and then wait, when you start with the questions or whatever, this is how I know people really don't listen. Cause like I remember the dude you put in the box, and you asked him specific questions. He didn't answer not a one. He
Yeah,
just went on this robotic, you know, conversation thing. Well, I'll provide, and I make sure my woman taken care of. That is not nothing she asked you, sir. She asked you
not a
about an
goddamn.
event. She asked that man about an adventurous date or something or another close to that area.
Yeah,
And he
I
started
so
talking about being a provider and doing, making sure that my woman taken care of. I said, that's spontaneous. You didn't hear the question, sir. You didn't
he
hear the
talked.
question, did you?
And yeah, he was talking about cooking a home cooked meal and having like a
Yeah.
movie date in the house and shit like that. And the question, and it's a question I love to ask people in general. It's not even just a question I ask somebody who either I'm interested in or that is interested in me. I
Mm-hmm.
find it a very interesting question because it allows you to see how people's brain works sometimes. So the question is, if money and time was not a factor, like you ain't have to worry about how much shit costs. You ain't got to worry about going to work. You got all the time in the world. What is the most adventurous thing that you would do?
And that's what he said, Midas. I said, did
Now,
you not hear
mind
the
you,
question? You didn't hear
now my nowhere in that question did I say anything about a date. This
the nope.
motherfucker started describing a home cooked meal and having a movie date at the house, which ain't shit wrong with that. But nigga, that ain't what I asked.
I
Your
feel like
comprehension.
everybody answer questions robotically now. You're not even answering the question from yourself. You answering on this robotic ass bullshit all the
It's
time.
because it's because people listen to respond. They don't listen to understand,
Right.
which is the huge, in my opinion, it is one of the biggest reasons why people have poor communication skills
Mm-hmm.
because you're not listening to the other person talk.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And it's child that was such a that at some point I think I checked out, and I think Kay was in the box. I think Tony was in the box,
Yeah.
and I
Because
think
Tony
they
was
kept.
like, that wasn't the question.
Maybe I had checked out. I checked out. I stopped listening. I
And
I think they
then
asked him a couple more questions. Maybe
and
I ain't give a
then
fuck.
the point is like when you say that, then he get frustrated. How'd you get mad or frustrated when you didn't answer the question?
So right now you are showing me that you don't
And
even
he
have
get well,
basic
I don't
comprehension
know, I
skills.
don't know. I just know I'm a real one. I'm real. Okay.
Nigga, what the fuck does that even mean? Because let me tell you something, I'm probably more of a real nigga than you are.
Listen.
Very much of that.
You know? Because,
Because
baby,
what I my patience for just trying to talk to me like that shit irritate me so bad. Or like somebody that just want to tell me, oh yeah, you saw this, you saw that. I quite literally have a social media platform of people telling me this exact same thing. No shade, but like, what are we talking about? And people love to try to figure out, oh, how can I try to crack the code, like how can I get to the center of the tootsie pop like that. And it's just, it don't work like that. You got to put in work, you got to put in energy, you
Mm-hmm.
got some time. Because for me, I'm a person that it got to happen organically. If we got to force it, if we got to try to manipulate it, if I got to try to be like, well, if I turn my head a little bit to the left, close my right ear, then maybe I can see it. No, it
Mm-mm.
has to be like organically. And I feel like
Yes.
mhm,
you gotta realize that, like, hey, you might want somebody, but you gotta realize that, hey, I'm not compatible with this person,
Right.
or man, this person probably this ain't gonna work. And
Mm-hmm.
people don't have that intelligence, or people are not self aware enough to be like,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm looking for. This person is maybe that, but I'm not ready for that. Or maybe this person, I like aspects of this person, but you know what, in other ways, it's not that. And that's
Right.
okay and fine. But like, try to take the time to get to know somebody, have the conversations, do the things. You, I'm sorry, somebody, what if I ask somebody a question and I'm trying to get to be like deep on like a deeper level to get to know you, and you talking about some, I'm a provider and I know I'm a real nigga, I ain't got nothing. And when I say nothing, nothing for you.
hello. And that's exactly what happened. Because the way Irene was, they kept talking to him. I was done. I was done at that point. I was like,
Because at
they was
the
like,
end of the
Irene,
day,
you got any more questions? Nigga, I'm not even in this conversation no more. What are you talking about?
listen.
But that, and here's the funny thing. This goes back. I, as much as I love to talk, I have learned how to shut up and let people run their mouth. Because
Oh
a motherfucker will tell on themselves real quick.
yeah. Every
Mm-hmm.
time.
I remember who was in that live. It might have been like May or somebody. I don't know, but it was this dude. I ended up having to block that nigga too. It was a dude who he had been in a couple of my lives trying to shoot his shot or whatever. And this was around the time when I first started that whole, if a motherfucker talking enough shit, I'll give them 3 minutes
Mm-hmm.
in the box, to really run their mouth real quick. Because I know TikTok limits some of the stuff that you can say.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude came into the box, and I remember he said 2 words, and I text whoever was in the live on the back end. This he a hood nigga. This nigga been to jail, and I guarantee you he was a dope boy. And the motherfucker kept talking, and there it was. Yeah, when I got out of jail a couple years, I keep telling people I'm a retired hood nigga connoisseur, baby. I have attracted them all. The scammers, the dope boys, the baby. I can see them coming from a mile away. You hear me? I can smell it. I know it every fucking time. But the craziest thing that this person said, because if I remember correctly, they was living in like New Jersey or New York or some shit like that. And they was like, I'm gonna be real with you. I take care of my family or whatever. I'm not a faithful man, but I feel like if I was to move somewhere where I don't know nobody, like in Alabama where you at, then I wouldn't cheat no more. I said cheating is a character flaw. It's not about your location.
Give me out.
Cause,
I don't.
cause
I,
who you trying to finesse? Who you trying to finesse? Baby, don't get me wrong. I know I got degrees. I do. But when I tell you I'm a hood nigga connoisseur, baby, so I don't know who you trying to spit and run game past. Be careful. Like I told that nigga the other day, be careful your hair. You'll find yourself tied up somewhere trying to figure out why your booty hole getting electrocuted. Leave me the fuck alone. don't come
Oh
over here
God.
think because I tell
Oh
people,
God.
listen, if it's one thing about me, and maybe you know what, I'm gonna have to make sure when I go home, I do this damn video with my mama and just let and give her a chance to just tell y'all some shit because I I can sell ice to Eskimo when I want to. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I if I can make a motherfucker pay me $20 because they just want to know my bra size, you really think I couldn't run all your money up out your bank account if I ain't want to? Y'all motherfuckers better be happy I use my powers for good and not eat. And that's why I can tell you, hey, don't come over here thinking you finna play in my face. Because I'm very much at a point I I will make you into a clown
Mm-hmm.
and put you on display. Please
At
don't
your
come over
own
here fucking with me.
circus.
Okay? And I will sit back and watch with my popcorn. Please leave me alone.
Pretty
Please
much.
do. Because if you think you finna come over here and play with me, find something safe to do. Go play in church.
Okay.
If you think you finna come over here and finesse me, you can never finesse a person who is generous. Period. I'm a generous
Mm-hmm.
person. If I fuck with you,
Same.
I fuck with you the long way. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you try and you try and take advantage of that shit, then you'll find yourself in drought and you just won't be getting shit.
Right.
Because one thing about I don't care how much a person claims they got out of me, baby. At the end of the day, the blessings that flow through me are abundant and never ending. So I ain't never worried about lack over here.
No, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? If you think you finna finesse some coochie out of me, baby, you wouldn't even get a chance to smell it. Because if you did, you'd lose your mind. Okay? Just saying. So that's why I be like, who do y'all really think y'all talking to?
A fool.
Baby, because tell me where it's written at.
Tell me where it worked at before that you keep trying it.
I know they say try again, but say at some point, nigga, stop.
I
Okay.
mean, and here's the thing about like when you was talking about working on yourself here, because the thing about me is I never want to give off the energy that you think that you could play in my face. Cause I feel like you should have scoped somebody long enough before you came for me and thought that you was gonna do that to me.
Well, see, the problem is,
Like, no ma'am, no sir.
for the most part, I kiki and have fun on the goddamn app. They it's only been a couple of times I done got on that app and even gave a glimpse of what it could be.
True.
Because I remember some stuff went down with somebody I cared about, and somebody came into my live shortly after and was like, "What you think about such and such? What the fuck you talking about?" So I made that person come in the box and really ask the question they wanted to ask. And I had to explain to them real quick. I said, "Let me go and tell you something. I know y'all see me on this app, and y'all see me laughing and smiling and having a good time, but I need y'all to know something. I'm not an internet thug. Baby, I'll do donuts in your front yard. I'll pull up. Please don't bother me. I'm not wrapped too tight. And I'm a vicious motherfucker when it comes to people I love and care about.
Amen.
Please stop playing in my face." Okay. All right, pumpkin. Does that answer your question? Good. Like, but people see this one sided, these 15 to have a long videos of these little snippets of your life and
Mm-hmm.
your personality, and they assume they know everything about you.
That's true.
I know these nails stay done. Don't mean I won't pop a bitch in their mouth though. And go right straight to the nail shop and get them fixed if they break.
Hello.
I
See,
be just saying.
they stay done, but they stay low.
Mine ain't even low, baby. So especially now, because I got stilettos. So, bitch, if you get me to the point where I gotta punch you in your shit, which means I gotta risk stabbing my own goddamn hand, bitch, I'm a fuck. I'm telling you right now, I'm a fuck. If I have to hurt myself in the process of hurting you, I promise you, it ain't gonna be good. Just know it's not gonna be. Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't.
More of the story, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fuck around and find out.
Amen. It ain't bad again. Cause I just be like, nigga, why y'all wanna play? I don't know. I don't understand. But y'all go ahead and give y'all closing thoughts, and we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Though.
Uh, Go to therapy and
Pretty
take
much.
accountability for your own actions. And if you have not heard this before, you can hear it now. You can take accountability for your actions. You can go out and seek the things that you want out of life, and you can get the person that you really want instead of settling for what.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Amen again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what he said, times
Not what
two,
he said.
pretty much.
Times two, Jesus. All right, y'all. And y'all know why I stand on this shit because I done talked a whole lot this episode. Normally, I let everybody else run their mouth. But as y'all can see, this was something that was a little touchy for you.
That's all right. That's all right.
But definitely thank y'all. Of course, all the information is gonna be in the description box below. Make sure y'all check my people out for everything that they got going on. Just a reminder, Midas, go ahead and drop that information about Sin's Mosaic for me, please.
Of course, so Sin's Mosaic is a lesbian centered show put on by Black queer folks, and it's a all Black queer cast as well. Right now, we are taking donations for the show. We are just asking for $2 if you got it. So if you go to my TikTok, which is King K1NGMIDAS 95, you can click you will see a video on there that gives you instructions on what to do. So stay tuned.
All right, Kay, you got anything you want to let the people know about?
No, follow me on all platforms, Simply K Simone, Simply K Simone TV, and Simply Spicy Spots, like simplyspots.com.
And baby, y'all missed them deals that she had going for Black Friday and stuff. I'm just gonna let y'all know.
They still
But
going. They
okay,
still
they
going.
still. So
You
make
know
sure
what's
y'all
so
go to her
funny?
website.
I always get that one person that be like, uh, can you just, I don't get paid to Thursday. And your sales be in and out. I'm like, I keep it on. I got you. Go
See,
ahead
she's
on.
so nice and
Go ahead
wonderful.
on.
And of
I
course,
got
you
you.
know, and of course, y'all know it is your girl, Irene, the Fashion Queens. Everything is linked down below if you want to get my books, if you want to download Worshipper, if you want to keep up with anywhere that I am performing, please make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram for that information. And until next time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be easy. Y'all have a good one, and I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.